Hi guys, it's Jamila here from Slack. Today I'm going to be doing a video on a full face of Danessa Myricks. Not a complete full face, but I'm going to be trying out quite a few of her products for you guys today. But if you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We would love to have you in the Slack family. And without further ado guys, here is the video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on a full face of Danessa Myricks products. Danessa Myricks is an American makeup artist and she creates really nice, hyper real, glossy skin. So I was very excited to try some of her products. As you guys probably know, I do like to wear browny nudie shades on my lids, so I've been looking for some new products and Danessa Myricks seem to have some really good ones. She has these things called the Colorfix, which are liquid pigments that you can use on your eyes, your cheeks, your lips, wherever you like. I'm going to try these on my eyes. I also got her Dewy wet balm, which is like highlighting face and body balm, and I just realized I put a little bit of highlighter on and I probably shouldn't have. I've also got the Balm Contour in the shade Deep 2. I watched a few videos on it very briefly and it seems like everyone got the Deep 1 but perhaps should have got the Deep 2, so I thought I would do a review on the Deep 2. So hopefully this is useful, hopefully it's helpful. I haven't swatched any of it yet, I'm very excited about it. I've been trying out a lot of cream, bronzery, contoury products recently and one of you guys suggested that I try the Danessa Myricks and it has been on my list, so I felt like why not give it a go now. So first I'm going to start with the Balm Contour, which is her cream contour product. I got the shade Deep 2. This is 10 grams and 0.35 ounces. It is $26 US and it is £26, so it's an exact for exact, it's a like for like, which is great. It is available at Danessa Myricks and I believe it's available at Sephora. It's also available at Cult Beauty as well if you are getting it in the UK. It says easy to use, weightless, super blendable and buildable balm to give your cheekbones a natural, effortless yet impactful lifted and sculpted appearance. Infused with hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, flower extract and meadow foam seed oil to hydrate and nourish the skin. Designed to melt effortlessly into the skin for the most undetectable natural look. You can use it with your fingers, a brush or a sponge, and you can wear alone and blend along natural contours of the face for a naturally sculpted appearance, wear under foundation for a more subtle sculpted effect, or wear over foundation for a more defined sculpted effect. And it says it can also be applied over powder as well, which is quite exciting. So I got the shade Deep 2, which they say is for rich dark complexions. There's also a Deep 1 which is for tan rich complexions, so a Deep 3 for deep dark complexions, and then on the lighter fairer end of the spectrum, Light 1 for fair light complexion, Light 2 for fair light complexions, Medium 1 for light medium complexions, Medium 2 for medium to tan complexions, and Medium 3 for medium tan to tan complexions. So it looks like there's definitely something for everyone, which is really good. I'm just going to get into it because my face is looking very flat and I feel like it needs some structure, so I'm just going to go over it. Quite nice packaging, it's very lightweight. It's got a really big mirror, which is the whole of the palette, which is really good. So I'm just gonna, oh, a lot of pickup. Just gonna go in. Oh, wow, okay. It's very, it's very intense. I think maybe I got too much. Oh my gosh. The texture feels very creamy, it's very light. It's a really nice kind of neutral undertone. It does blend away really easily, which is good considering I was very heavy-handed. It's very different to the Saie one, which I just bought. That was a bit warmer. This is a bit more cool. This definitely feels much more of a contour. It's really sculpting though, and it definitely does show up. Considering I blended it away, it's still very visible, but in quite a nice way. So I'll give you guys a quick close-up. So next up, I'm going to be trying out the eye products. So I bought two eye products. I bought the Colorfix Matte, which is a waterproof matte liquid pigment, which works for eyes, lips and cheeks. I got this in the shade Chestnut, and it just looked like a really nice rich brown. Definitely more red than I was thinking it was going to be, but that could be good. It could be quite warming. The other one I bought is the Colorfix Nudes Matte Liquid Eye Pigment. Now this is much more of like a true brown. This looks like much more of a Miko brown. This is the shade Nude 11. And I think the whole point of this collection was to do a bunch of nudes that would work for all skin tones. So there was like a nude for everyone. Chestnut one definitely looks a bit more red, and the Nude 11 is much more of a true brown. These also come in like a huge array of colors. So if you want like a bright pink, there's that. If you want a neon, there's that. If you want blue, there's that. There's literally every color that you could want. It just depends on what your vibe is. I don't tend to wear like bright colors, so I felt like there wasn't much point, but you can wear them anywhere on your face. So like here, what she's done with the blue one, she's used it on the eyes, on the cheeks. These are $18 and £18. It says this is a supremely versatile hybrid cream colour and extremely long wearing paint that can be safely used on lips, eyes or face, formulated for remarkable longevity and endurance, smudge proof, waterproof, rapid drying and sustainable in high temperatures. Use alone for a highly pigmented eye, lip or cheek. Layer beneath metals or micro metals for an uber rich colour payoff and lots of dimensionality. So there's a lot you can do with this, which is great. Danessa Myricks is a professional makeup artist, so this brand is definitely one for professional makeup artists, but it's also something you can use if you just want products that are highly performative and actually do what you want them to do. So I'm just going to get into it. I'm just going to try these on. I'm going to put one on each eye. So first I'm going to try the shade Nude 11 because I feel like that's the safest bet and the one that's probably going to go the best. I really like that colour, it's kind of perfect for what I wanted it to do. I'm going to add a bit more on. Perfect, that's exactly what I wanted. So on this side I'm going to use the shade Chestnut, which I'm a bit more nervous about because it looks quite red, but we'll give it a go. This is a bit messier, quite a lot messier. You might want to brush with the coloured ones. So with the brown, you can't really tell, but with the coloured ones, I feel like they might need a bit more precision. So those are the two eyes on. I definitely feel like the red's a bit much for me. It feels a bit red. I feel a bit weird. I do like the brown one a lot more. I feel like it's just a bit more me and it's just a lot easier to work with. That being said, I do think like the dry down does feel slightly uncomfortable. Like I can feel it starting to dry down and it feels like it's getting a bit more heavy. It's starting to kind of contract a little bit. So I'm not a huge fan of the feeling of it. I definitely do feel like the red one is a bit more brightening. It kind of opens up my eye a little bit more, but I think I just prefer the brown one. It's a bit more chill. So I'm going to take off the red and then I'll come back, reapply the brown, and then I'll get into the Dewy Wet Balm, which is next. It's not the easiest thing to take off, so I'm going to leave on a bit of the red and just put the brown on top. So last on my list is the Dewy Wet Balm. It's a highlighting face and body balm. That is absolutely lovely. I really like that. It's super glossy, it's very sheer, it's very natural looking. I'm very impressed with this. I thought it was actually going to be the stickiest thing, but actually the colour fixes are, because they're still drying down and they still feel very heavy and sticky on my eyes. So I really like that. I feel like that's done a really good job. I'm going to quickly line my eyes and put on some mascara, and then I'll be right back to give you a final look. So guys, that is it. That is my finished look. I've actually gone away and come back 2 hours later, and I have to say everything held up very well. The eyes held up very well. Now they've dried down, they don't feel as uncomfortable as they did when I first applied them. When they were initially drying down, it felt very heavy and slightly cloying, and it felt like they were like, it felt like something wet was drying on my lid, and it felt quite uncomfortable. But it's actually gone now. It's kind of feels normal, which is great. The only thing I would say is these colour fixes are very hard to wash off. They're a bit firm because they are waterproof and they are matte, and they're supposed to be budge proof and smudge proof, which is great. It just does mean you are going to have to put a bit of oomph into washing them off. Luckily I've got a balm cleanser, so I think an oiled balm cleanser will be fine to get rid of them. But if you've got something like a micellar water, it is going to be a little bit tricky to get rid of them. But I do think the colour of the Nude 11 is really nice. I think the red chestnutty one is a bit red to where it's on its own, but I do quite like it underneath the brown. It kind of gives it a bit more depth. And I think both of these Colorfix products would be really good as bases for glitters, bases for glosses, or just bases for other things. So I definitely will wear them that way. I don't know how much I'll wear them on their own because they are a little bit messy and the dry down's quite slow. But I do think if I wanted to put a gloss on top of this, it would really hold its own. So I do think they're okay. I'm not sure I don't think I'd repurchase them, but they're not too bad. My favorite things, however, are definitely the balm. I absolutely love this Dewy balm. It just looks really glossy and lovely. It doesn't feel sticky. Well, it's got a little bit of tackiness to it, but it's really nice and lovely, and I really like the way it hugs my cheek. So I'm very happy with that. That is £21 and 22 US dollars, and you get a really good amount for your money. So I think that is definitely worth the cash. The other thing I really like, and I think might be my favorite thing, it's kind of a tie, is the Contour Balm. This is so nice, and I've just tried a really nice bronzer, cream bronzer this week, which was the Saie Saie Beauty. I think they're both really good. This is definitely more of a contour. This gives me like really chiseled, sculpted vibes. I would say this doesn't necessarily have the staying power as the other one does. This one I think would be really good as a base for like powdering on top of. It doesn't last the longest, but I really love what it does to my cheeks. It just makes it look really sculpted in a really natural way, and I'm really glad I got this shade Deep 2. I can see myself reaching for this more than anything else now. I just really like it. I like the texture. It's really silky, it's really light. It kind of reminds me a bit of the Patrick Tar one, but I think the shade is a bit more natural looking and just instantly just works. It's really nice. So I think this is probably my favorite, probably the most useful product of the three, but I think my favorites are both this and this. They're both really good. So hopefully you guys found that helpful, hopefully you found it useful. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any other Danessa Myricks products I should try. If you've tried any, maybe you've tried the contour balm in another shade, let me know your thoughts. Anyway guys, I hope you found this helpful, I hope you found it interesting, hope you found it useful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We would love to have you in the Slap family. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.